shit real
On his short, that's what I'm saying, for him to get out.
Yeah.
Right, it would have stopped you right here, and we'll see. It still really isn't wrong. And
Hey,
we
Judd,
bombed
what did you say? Mm-hmm. Got it. Or we can simply just take a long and hamster vision it from that level that I messaged you, by the way, about it. And just keeping making 20 points at a time. In ES, 7250. Yeah. Yeah. I, I don't disagree with you. I just think that in the last 2 days, just level to level, just constant, especially in the Russell. Yeah. Not sure what else people want from this.
They were fucking mooning.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, Jeff? You're right. Yeah. I bet you Angela's loading and unloading a lot of different stuff right now. Yep. Hey, Judd, sorry, I'm so sorry, Jeff. Go ahead. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we did get to a level today. Yeah. Yeah. I was messaging Judd about that. Yeah. Hey, Judd, where do you think I can take my nat gas short to? Zero. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You sent it to me. I read it. Um, hmm, I've well, a little bit more than that, but yeah. You saw silver, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Are you saying I got lucky? No, I paid for it already, and I'm just gonna let it. It's the last one. I'm letting it run. Oh, that's a good number. 161. You said? Okay. Um, got it. I'll send an alert. Thank you, sir. Did you see the silver? What's going on with that? Gold and silver is just kind of horrific. Flying knives. If you guys have questions, let me know. I'm talking to the group, so type it out, please. Thank you. You might not be able to hear them say something, but you'll hear me repeat it for no reason. Yeah. I mean, well, what I wanted to point out was that Wednesday high, like Tuesday and Wednesday high right there, on the spread. That is. We're right up into the. Yeah. I just want to know if I was reading it correctly. Cool. Thanks, Judd. Um, how is Beasley? Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. It's just, I mean, that's, I'm kicking myself for not taking that. So, yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Thanks, Joe. Chia. That was pretty damn close to our turning time, though, right? Yeah. So, does it happen all the time? No. But if you're looking for a counter trend trade, you're looking at those times, right? I've exited my shit based on that time because in case it goes. So I left 2 out of the 10. And then as it's coming back up, get out of it. I was aiming for 69.50. It's not a big deal, right? So um yeah. And I'm still long NQ from 39.50, right? Still short Swiss, still short that gas. Anyhow, these levels are playing very well. You guys heard me say it um, in the room. These levels are just playing so well that it's almost virtually impossible for you not to make money at this point, right? ES, we're bouncing from 72.50 from back to the upside, back down, multiple times. The Russell, Jesus Christ, back and forth, right? So you're just trading the levels, here and there. So if you guys have anything, let me know. As in, if you guys need help with anything, we can talk about it. But I'm not. Chia, I know that you said you're gonna be out. Oh shit. Chia, guess what? I might be out tomorrow too, guys. By the way. I might. If you guys know who Baron Davis is, I'm supposed to hang out with him tomorrow. So supposedly, right? I don't know. My friend knows him. Uh, I actually don't know. My friend knows him. He runs this big IT company, and he knows Baron Davis. And then Baron Davis said he was going to come, and then my friend's like, "Hey, take him out." And I was like, "All right." And he goes, "Yeah, yeah, just take him out. Just take him out to like, you know, Asia stuff. You know what I'm talking about, yeah, Asia stuff." Um, and I was like, "All right, I'll take him out." So supposedly I was supposed to take him out tonight, uh, but I don't know what happened. He's maybe in China. I don't know. But anyways, supposedly we're taking him, myself, and like one or two other friends are gonna take him out tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Truth be told, I rather trade. He's not exactly a favorite player of mine, but it'll be cool to meet him. If you guys don't know who he is, you guys can Google him. Dude, making money is important. You know. Oh, you know. Oh shit. Okay, so oh shit. Okay. Uh, hmm. I met a couple of basketball players. They were pretty nice. Some were nice. Some weren't nice. I'm thinking. I'm thinking right now. I have a signed basketball by Jerry West, Dave. Um, Autographed basketball. I don't know him. I just met. I bought his book. I gave it to him to sign, and he signed the basketball as well. Um, Fuck, Dave. Jesus Christ, dude. How do we do this? Um, I don't know him at all. But Jerry Stackhouse was at Hong Kong as well. Partied with him a little bit, like a little bit mean like 30 minutes. Um, Kind of like, took some pics or whatever. I'm not a big fan of Jerry's. I don't really care for Jerry Stackhouse, so whatever. Um, but I saw Phil Ivey at the gym in Hong Kong as well. Um, but yeah, that was cool. Uh, who else I see outside of being a server and shit? I saw Terry Crews, but that's yeah. You don't know who Phil Ivey is, dude? Dude, poker. Phil Ivey's like probably the third or fourth most well-known poker player of all time. Okay, well, he's very well known. Um, yeah, I don't think I met. I mean, I have a couple signed memorabilia's and shit like that. So like, but I bought those, right? Like the Kobe's, the Tiger Woods, the Jordans. The Jordan was actually, um, my sister gave it to him to sign. And he signed it, and it's like tagged and everything. So I have a Jordan, Kobe, Tiger Woods, Ed O'Banion, which no one fucking knows who he is, except for maybe Dave, because he's, somewhat. I just got stopped out on my Nasdaq long. Still made 1.5 hour, a little bit more than 1.5 hour on it on one day. So, um, anyways, back to trading, real quick, before we continue, guys. There's nothing that says that you can't trade. So I had this discussion with someone earlier today, and he was very adamant about day trading because and I hope Harvey's listening. And if you guys are listening, just unmute, so we can have a discussion and not just like me talking, right? Um, so this person, I'm not gonna name who it is. He's very adamant about day trading, and I asked him why, because his reasoning is, um, he wants to trade 500 lots, like so and so. And he doesn't believe that a swing trader can trade 500 lots. And my reasoning to him was, I'm not trying to sway you away from day trading. What I'm trying to get at is you don't realize that once you exceed 14 or 15 lots, that the margin requirements are not the same. You have to pay more. So say if I were to swing trade 100 lots, there's just as much requirement as, say, day trading 100 lots. It's not just that $500 or $1,000 per lot, if you guys know what I mean. So don't think that if you're day trading that you can get away with the day margins versus the night margins or overnight margins. It's not the same, guys. It is the same in a sense where if you're trading 100 lots, you have to put shit up to escrow. And if you don't know what that means, let me know and I'll explain it. But
what if you like mitigate risk during the day and have like 20 lots on to swing?
It doesn't matter. Anything over, like, I believe, and don't quote me on this, is either 14 or 15 lots. You need full notional value to it.
Oh, that's insane, dude. Like, I don't think anyone could, at least retail, could afford that.
What does escrow mean?
So escrow is, so let's just say I want to trade consistently 100 lots, right? I can't just put in, say, $200,000 into an account and trade that. I need to give X amount of money to my broker for them to hold on to it or make sure that I have that money, meaning a mediator that has that money that says, yeah, zero is good for that, whatever money it is. And then the broker will allow you to trade X amount of lots when you exceed that amount, right? So if you're trying to trade 100 lots, it's not that fucking easy. This is, reasons why I kind of start going into hiding, because too many people are saying stupid shit in the public room where it's like, dude, you can't do that. Because you're misleading people into thinking that you can trade 500 lots, 800 lots, 1,000 lots, or even 200 lots, or even 20 lots. It's just they don't realize like the magnitude that you like, the money and the hoops you have to jump through just to trade 20 lots. But anyways, so escrow means you have to take, so let's just say you want to trade like 20 lots, right? You need to take the notional value of 20 lots, maybe even 50% of that only, and give that to to an escrow company to hold on to it. And then your broker, and then the escrow company will verify that with your broker, and your broker will say, cool, all right, now you can trade 20 lots. Anything about like, I think 14 or 15 requires escrow. So, okay, you guys get that, right, Imperator?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Okay. So the point is, when I say define the trader you want to be, what I want you guys to do is, think about, do I want to be actively trading every single day and looking at everything, or I want to be passive and trade maybe 5 times a week versus 5 times a day? Ask yourself that question. So this one individual was wanting to do both. And I was like, it's possible, but why? If you have a good setup for the higher time frame, why do that for the lower time frame? Well, his reasoning was that he can scale up faster. And I agree, from 1 to 2 to 3 to all the way up to 12, 13, whatever. It's great. However, don't be fooled that you can trade 100, 200 lots on a scalping basis. It's just very, very difficult, guys. Difficult in a sense where don't think that, because his reasoning was it'll be less capital intensive, and that's actually not true.
I mean,
Okay.
also, like, I feel like if you're scalping 200 lots, like, you would get a lot of like missed fills, right?
So there are certain technologies out there, Chia, and this is something that I know very little of. So you please verify that. And I try my best to be as honest with you guys. I don't know too much about that, but supposedly there's an algorithm that spits it in a point where you don't need to be worried about that. It can calculate it for you that if your average fill, say in ES, you want it to be at 40, 72, 50, it'll buy and sell, or sorry, it'll keep on buying until your average price is roughly about 72.50.
Oh, okay. So it feels like over time then, not like
Yes.
instantly.
Correct. Yeah.
I see. Okay.
If it's not able to.
Right.
If there's enough liquidity, then they will. But again,
I mean, though, like if it's doing that, then how are you gonna like scalp it? You know, because then like scalping's quick, right? Like you have to react quick.
I don't know.
Like,
That's something that you definitely need to talk to Risky or Numbers or.
yeah.
I don't even think Fat Cat knows this, right? Because
Yeah.
it's like into the hundreds. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know it. My impression is you can, but you can't in a sense where you can't exit. You okay? Let's just say you can enter, right? But can you exit?
Yeah.
And in order for you to average that, it needs to go past your price, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why I got away from the quote unquote scalping, because it just didn't make sense to me. And I'd much rather have a little bit more leeway. It's like, okay, well, if it gets to a certain price I want it to go past it and fill me. That's important to me. Like filling is important to me. So anyways, you guys get the point. Define what you want to be and work towards that. Don't play fucking tennis when eventually you want to play basketball. It doesn't make sense. Right? Practice and do what you want to become. Gee, are you still using VAR and Profile?
No, I took it off my charts.
Why?
Well, I mean, it's just easier to focus on, one thing at a time, I guess.
Okay.
And if we're doing this, then.
But I thought you liked it.
I mean, I do, but it's not like I use it per se when I trade. It's just something I look at to see, what's price doing at, so and so level and whatnot.
Okay. We'll probably have a one-on-one next week. Since I'm done with the one-on-ones, finally, it took 2 weeks. I'll put out the trade plan. I want everyone to do it, and then let's get you guys there. Again, my goal is not to get you guys profitable. My goal is to get you guys to break even. And once you guys are at break even, trust me, it's an easy walk to making money.
I was actually at break even today. Now I'm down again.
Did you take a long? Wait, let me guess. You took a long at 75.50.
No, I didn't long. Actually, wait. Let me see what trades I took today. I think I took 3 trades. No, 2. I think they were all on NQ. Okay. So I tried shorting NQ at the high of day, but then I got stopped out on that. And then, of course, price moved a little bit higher and then reversed. And yeah, I think those are my only 2 trades.
Are you supposed to be trading NQ? I don't remember. Are you?
What's up?
Are you supposed to be trading NQ?
I've been trading NQ for the last week.
But I didn't put a restriction on it, right?
No, I don't think you did. No.
Okay, cool. All right, so let me look why or how you should not take that short. No, you should definitely take that goddamn short on that 1 minute time frame, right? Break.
Yeah. So we had a break,
Okay.
and then we made like a little like double top on the retrace, and then I entered there, and then I got stopped out.
And you didn't want to renew to. Fine. Did you drop down to 5 second or no?
I did, yeah. Well, the thing is, I think I was trying to be a bit aggressive with that trade because I thought it was gonna like reverse immediately.
Hard, right?
Like I saw the breaker structure on the 1 minute, but not on the 5 second. Like if you look at the 5 second, like price is just like creeping up, and I think usually if it does that, it doesn't usually reverse immediately.
Okay. So here's the thing, Chia. Why did NQ not reverse? Like those double breaks or false breakouts. What, like in your opinion, why does that happen?
The false breaks,
Yeah,
like the line breaks, you mean?
yeah. Like, yeah. Why does that happen?
Mm, I mean, looking at the chart today, I think people are just profit taking from longing it, I think.
Okay. So,
And also, like, I mean, like you said, it wasn't during like the reversal time, I guess, because that trade was around like 1:30. So
yeah. Okay. So, do me a favor and hop onto 1 minute.
Yep.
Okay. Tell me, what are we following?
What do you mean?
What in the beginning of the session I said we're following so and so, right? So which two are we following?
I don't think I wasn't here for that, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So we're following the Dow, the Russell, and the ES, right?
Okay.
Mainly the Dow and the ES. So
So meaning the Dow and ES are leading NQ.
they're leading the whole goddamn thing.
Okay.
So the Russell's leading to the downside, right? And
Yeah.
then, yes, the NQ's leading to the upside, but we're looking for a reversal on those specific ones, right? So if you look at, say, what's oversold for the day or for the week, what would it be?
For the week,
Yeah. Do you have the weekly levels? The weekly
I
weekly
don't
level?
think I do. The
Okay,
weekly, you mean?
So the daily, you have the daily levels, right?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Okay, you don't have the weeklies?
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll send it to you. All right. I'll send it to you now. Give me 1 second.
I mean, just looking at like the charts, let's see. I mean, probably ES, I think. Looks pretty extended.
1 second. Let me send it to you right now so you can see it clearly, right? So what's your screen name again?
To eat chia seeds.
Chia seeds?
Eat chia seeds. Like eat. I'll type it out.
Okay. All right. Let me know if you have it. And then share your screen since Harvey's not here.
Okay, I have it. Let me put this on. One second. And you want to look at which?
We'll look at ES and Russell first, but
Okay.
yeah. Go ahead and share your screen so we can all see it.
Yep. Just put this on.
Okay. Oh, Harvey is here. Okay, cool. What's up, Harvey? You could have showed it, Harvey, if you were here. If we knew you were here.
Sure. Oh, I can still do No, I can't. I got the kids will be home in like a minute.
Okay.
Well, I could, but I mean, I'm not gonna.
Harvey, we still need to finish our talk.
What?
We need to finish our talk.
Yeah, you jumped off. I don't know what happened.
I jumped off because we were talking about other things, and I wanted to include the rest of the group, the tight knit group.
She is supposed to be sharing the screen.
Actually, Harvey, can you do it? Because it's not showing up on mine. It says,
As long as we're quick.
Need
Like
to
I said, the
request
kids will be home. I
access.
won't be able to.
No, it's fine. Don't worry, Harvey. I got it.
What do you want to see, Russell?
No. I'll do it, Harvey.
Oh.
Yeah.
It doesn't wreck my computer.
Refresh this.
It doesn't work for you?
No, it's not. It's not showing.
Oh, you have to reload the whole thing.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to go. Yeah, you have to stop, reload. Like, does he send you something? Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
reload.
Okay.
You have to-
Then we'll take a piss. Chia, you do that. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna like restart my trading view and see if this works.
Yeah, kind of, right? Like,
Did we fucking
I got
bounce
away
off
with-
72.5 again, bro? What the fuck?
is it hitting it again?
Yeah, like we came down.
It did. Look at it.
Oh, dude, this. Oh.
Not a really decent pullback though to grab it though, eh?
No, we had a
I know.
great pullback. Like we like went through that level, consolidated. You even made like a double bottom, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a
Tilting
scalper's
day.
paradise. Fucking
For
scalper's
real.
paradise, man. Fuck, man.
In fact, I probably
Easily-
made like 10 grand today.
Oh, absolutely.
Does it work?
Yep.
All right, cool. Share your screen. All right, 1 second. Cool. All right, so go to a single, whatever. Hide your dailies.
Okay. Hide the dailies.
Just for now.
Okay.
So this is the Russell, right?
Yep.
All right. So let's mark. What time frame is this? Sure.
This is the 1 minute.
No, sorry. What time zone? Sorry.
Oh, this is EST. I can.
Yes. No, it's fine. It's fine. Sorry. All right. Well, up to you. So mark our time that we're expecting reversals, right?
Yeah.
Vertical line. Yeah. So
Okay, let's start with London close. That would be.
well, London close is obvious, but
Yeah. Just do that and then 230. All right.
okay, cool. All right. So and then go to NQ and do the same. Just switch the chart for that one, so you can clean it up easier later, right? Or you don't want to?
I'll just leave it, I guess. But yeah.
No, well, because you're gonna need to clean it up later, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So you just want to put like NQ on here.
yeah.
Yeah,
So just and so you can clean it up easier later. So same thing. You don't have to put London close. Just put. Okay, well, all right, if you want to. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. All right. So mark where you took your short and where you got stopped out, right?
I think it was here. Yeah.
Yep. It was.
Where's that?
Just draw a line. It's fine, or whatever you want.
See, I think it was like right here. Oh, made that break. Yeah, I think right here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's.
But it had a smaller stop size. It was like,
Yeah. If you did any earlier, I'll be fucking pissed. But all right. So
yeah,
All
it's right there.
and then go to ES and do the same. Same chart.
On the
So-
same chart. Okay.
Yeah. So you can just switch it easier, and then we can see it. Yeah. So just mark the. You don't have to mark the London close.
All
It's
right.
fine.
All right.
Cool. Right. All right. So now that you have the weekly levels, right?
hmm
Do you see why you
Okay.
had to wait?
Because we're pretty extended.
Yeah. So what number is that? What is the -3?
92.75.
What was I aiming for
When you shorted
when I longed?
or when you longed, this right here.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
So when I got long, that's what I was aiming for, because it needs to revert back to. It doesn't have to, but the aim is that we're extended for the day. We need to get back to the middle, because anything else is a. I don't want to call it black swan, but it's an outlier. Right? Unless we have an insane outlier week or day for the day levels, week for the weekly levels, we need to get back to that. Right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was aiming for that 92.75. Now, when you took your short in NQ, you asked me, is it a good short? I said, yes, it is, but it's the wrong time.
hmm
Because I was in the middle of a one-on-one, I wasn't really fully able to explain it. It was the wrong time because it didn't line up with that level.
Right.
So look at ES and tell me when we actually reverted, meaning put in the LB whatever, right? When did we actually do that?
126, like right here.
Okay, and then we need a pullback, right?
Yeah. Pull back
So
right here.
so what time is that pullback? Roughly, it doesn't have to be the height of it.
130-ish.
Okay, let's go to
Same.
NQ. 130, 133, whatever, right? So let's go to
Yeah.
NQ real quick.
Q.
So what time was that pullback?
It's around
Right
the
there.
same time, like a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
130.
But
This right here was at 130.
yeah, so you're waiting for that. Is actually 133, right?
Mm.
So you're waiting for that. So if NQ wants to do this top tick wiki woo on a, I know we think that top tick wiki woo is literally to a tick or two, but you're waiting for the confirmation of ES, right? So let's look at the Russell real quick. And this is what I mean, guys, by lining shit up, right? So when did Russell pull down, break?
So around here.
Exactly. Later,
Yeah.
which is okay, right? But the point is, multiple assets are breaking. So what time did they actually break down?
Oh, so it'd be this right here. We like
148.
148. Yeah.
Yeah, 148. A little bit earlier, maybe 140, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So let's go back to NQ at that time, 140 something. I know it's a lot of work, dude. I'm sorry.
That's
But,
fine.
Yeah. So what's
140. It's like 140.
148, let's say, or whatever.
Uh,
Around that area,
yeah.
right?
Right here.
You're at least being shown that, hey, that was a top tick.
Mhm.
So now you have multiple assets telling you that, yeah, one's reversing, one's breaking, and now this one just did a top tick. Because if you saw nothing else in NQ, that is showing you this is a possible top tick, right? Or more so possible liquidity grab. Now, yes, you're incurring a lot more damage in a sense of stop loss, but you have a lot more assets supporting your You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the thing, guys. You have to match levels with levels. It's not just looking at a single level and say, I'm going to trade it. Just like this is what capital flow is all about. And a lot of, people are just like, oh, well, if it comes to a level, I'll take it. Oh, it didn't work this time. Well, I still have a 40% chance of winning, 50% chance of winning. But this was one of the few chances it didn't work. If you have capital flow, it tells you exactly when it doesn't work. If this was in the middle of nowhere, you don't take it. If nothing else works, ES is not at a level, ES not overextended, ES didn't show this, Russell didn't show that, then don't take it. Right? So this is what I mean. And I don't want to dive into the bonds yet or the gold, what it did at that time. Dude, same shit. Look at gold. Right? 130, whatever.
Let's see. 130.
Okay. We stopped. We broke higher. Right? And we're holding, which allows ES to move. Because if it continues to break higher or lower, it doesn't allow it to move. Right? Because everything is based on that. Now, gold just closed. I'm not even sure if I'm ready to tell you guys all of this. I know Harvey's like rolling his eyes right now. Probably. But yeah. So just start looking at multiple assets now that you have it. Okay? But you see how gold dropped down, came back up, tested the drop, and now it's just
you're talking about like this drop right here.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
And they came back and fill. That's a back and fill. Now, does it follow through though? It does not.
You mean follow through back up, all the way up?
To the downside or to the upside. It doesn't.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of just ranging.
Right. And don't forget, when we're looking at the capital flow, we're looking at a much bigger time. So you looking at a 1 minute is very difficult, but even on a 1 minute, you can tell that it's just ranging.
Yeah.
Right. And where are we? Daily plus 1. Not a big, whatever. We got really close to daily plus 2, but whatever. It's not going anywhere. It's not showing us massive strength where you should or should not be doing something. So when ES is moving at that point, 1, it's short-lived, which clearly ES was short-lived in any movement. Or 2, ES is not going to move that far, right? So it tells you you're taking trades off early and you're not going to get married to a trade, which is 2 of the same actually, but it's not doing anything. You see how ES is not doing anything. You see how the Russells, they're just not committed to anything because the gold, the bond, they're not showing you guys that. Look at that on a daily time frame. Like if you zoom out, it's not really doing too much, guys. Right? What have we accomplished for the day? If you were a buyer or a seller, we didn't accomplish much for the day. From the open. You see that, Chia?
Yeah. It's just the small range. Let's go to 4 hour.
By the way, guys, if you guys have, this isn't just a private session between Chia and I, but if you guys have questions or if you guys want to add anything, talk. I'm not all knowing and I don't know everything. And if you guys say, hey, Zero, you're wrong, tell me. Or if you want to add something, oh yeah, I also saw this, tell me. Because I'll tell you this, in my other group, because I put in so much work, when I say something, they listen. But it wasn't always like that. And just like yesterday, it's like, someone's like, oh, Ira was like, fuck, I totally didn't see that. Thanks for bringing that up. Like, and then he literally, I swear on my love of my life, which is my dog.
What?
Dude, trust me, the love of my life is my dog. There's nothing in this world I love more. Ira literally said, it's because of what I do, meaning me, not him, and how I put in the work that makes our group great, because we're all looking at the same but different things, because we're going to miss shit and we bring it up. I'm like, hey, did you see this? Did you see that? And just like when I was talking to him right now, I was like, hey, did you see silver? Did you see that? Did you see where we're at? You know, we're all talking to each other in the same but different language, in a sense where we're looking at different things. We're focusing on different things, but we're looking at everything. So for you guys, I'm trying to build that with you guys. Like, if I'm missing something, let me know. You know, Cosmo, you're really good at this, you know, with structure and everything. So if I'm missing something, let me know. Or any of you guys, you know. Harvey's great at letting us with memes and shit, but whatever. Imperator, Dave, Peter, you guys are all good at this, so let us know. But anyways, but Chia, you understand the whole you know, matching the levels, right?
Right. I mean, it sounds like, I mean, obviously you're not going to get this down in a month or two. Like,
Right.
you have to constantly keep looking at all the different assets and where they are with respect to their levels.
Right.
So,
but at the same time, this is not the first time I said match the levels.
Right. No.
Yeah. Match the levels. It's just, it's almost that simple. Like, you know, we're coming back to, you know, the ES level.
Look at that test.
Yeah.
So many
mean,
times.
And here's a funny thing, right? It's like someone's gonna jump in and be like, "Oh, 7250 didn't hold." The fuck you mean? You know, I've had people
like
say that.
$5,000 just off those two moves.
Right. And then it's like someone's like, 7250 didn't hold. It's like, yeah. It didn't hold for the 10th time. It didn't hold. You're right. Like, I don't know. I legit had someone say that to me. I was like, oh God, I don't want to deal with you. But
Well, it's their problem.
and you know, I kind of said this prior. It's like, if you were to look at, say, a volume profile when I posted that 7250, or even on a day chart prior to the 7250, you couldn't see 7250. There was nothing that would tell you 7250. Like, if you just simply look at a day chart, you just didn't know. When I, you know, there's just no way. I'll tell you when the inception of 7250 came about.
That's a major level, right?
Yeah, it is. So 7250 started coming about roughly about mid-March. So some might say, oh, well, we tested that one time from the upside in mid-Feb. But that's one time. And then we tested that one time in early March. But the truth is, that's not how I get my levels. I would never get my levels that way. I don't get it through that. I think I said it to you, Chia, in post-it notes. Like, a lot of people say, oh yeah, your levels are just low nodes. Are they low nodes, or did they create low nodes? There's a big difference.
Yeah.
Right? So, anyways, just trade just do the trade from level to level, and if it's not working in a sense of day trading, just take it off a little bit earlier. You don't have to get all the way there. Meaning from level to level. So, and Chia, I'm gonna start grouping people, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, because I think Cosmo is really good at one asset. Dave, Harvey, Imperator, yourself as well. And I think grouping you guys might actually help you guys What are your thoughts on that, guys?
I mean, I'm cool with that. Like, we can just try it out and see how that works out. I'm
Okay.
always open to, new ideas and stuff. So,
Anyone else?
I think it's small enough that we don't need to break into smaller groups. Like there's stuff that we can learn from everybody, right? It'd be a shame to not learn from one person just because they weren't in your group.
so wait, what's like the
That's
idea
fair.
behind grouping us into twos or smaller?
Not twos, maybe twos or threes. Nothing, maybe it'll be like, say, Chia, I don't know, randomly, Dave and Imperator or something, right? I don't know. I've been taking notes on your 101s and your journals, and I'm only going to base it on the 101s in your journal. So the reason why I did 101s randomly was because personally I felt like I'm going to give everyone an extra chance that if you did not journal correctly, this is your chance to redeem yourself and tell me things that I can't read in your journal. And mind you, I read every single entry of your journals, and it takes me a long time. So if you misrepresent yourself, then that's your fault. So I'm gonna just group you with who I think you're with, or your style. But yeah, so I don't know. What do you guys think, Dave or Peter?
Peter's
Shit.
typing.
I know he's typing a lot too. No, he erased some. He's a little bit afraid. Nice. Say it, Peter. Just say it. It's okay. Harvey can take it. Oh, that's a cute dog. What dog is that? Maltese? Poodle. Oh,
Wow.
he's a shit palm. He's a shit palm. Peter, Peter, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But I appreciate the dog picture. I love dogs. No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah, I get it. Yep. So, all right. Since you guys are here, I'm gonna let you guys vote. The only ones that aren't here are Bayman and Post-it Note, right? So I hope you, Dave. Hope you're here, Cosmo, Imperator. You guys vote. Either we split into groups and you guys help each other, or we remain as a big group.
So wait,
One-
if we split, how does that work? Like the reviews are is that just going to be like within our groups, or are we doing it, with
No. So it's gonna be like, if we split, it'll be like, you and whoever. You guys are reviewing, and then you guys present one later on, let's say once a week, and say, this is something we saw. What do you guys think? Whether it worked or not, it doesn't matter, right? And then even if it's a teaching moment to everyone else, that's what you're showing to us. So it's not necessarily like getting feedback. It's, this is what we liked based on order flow, the DOM, market structure, whatever, capital flow, and we took it to this area. What do you guys think? Even if it worked out, I would, when you guys tell me, like, when I say, hey, show me a thing that you like, I don't care if it works. I care about what you guys are looking at. So if you're grouped, that's all I give a shit about. And that's all you guys should give a shit about. It's like, oh shit, I never thought about that. That's a very, very interesting point where you pointed it out. Oh, that market structure I didn't think about. So that's what I was trying to gauge and get to. So thoughts on
I
that?
see. Okay. So do we still like sit like in this room
Yes.
throughout the day, or?
Yeah. All right. Yep. I agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh God, for sure. Trust me, I have a lot of failures to show you guys. um. Okay. Okay. Agreed. Peter. Which Peter, very good point, and that leads me to somewhere else. And I promise I won't keep you guys any longer because I know that Chia is late for you. But Imperator, Cosmo, Dave, are you guys there? Just let me know. Type something. Okay, Imperator's there. I
I'm
see
here.
you. Okay,
I don't have
Cosmo.
distinct opinion. I agree
Okay.
with Peter, and I don't know if we are on the point to split already.
No,
Yeah.
no, I'm not in a point of split. I've been running this group, and I don't mean it in a way where I'm the leader of this group, nor am I the master of this group, or whatever you want to call it. I've been running in a way where I give you guys the power of what to choose what happens, right? I give my insights, and I don't sway on that. I don't sway on certain things, but as far as how to conduct the group, I let you guys choose. So, again, Dave, Cosmo, are you guys there? If not, just type something if you guys are there. If not, then your votes don't count.
Just one thing that I would wish for, that is focusing on the market during important times and not talking about so many different market board things. And
You mean wait, talking about the markets? We don't talk about the markets? Is that what you said?
talk about the markets, but not talking
About risky?
about other things when the
Yeah, I
market
get
is
it.
moving heavily and
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
things are interesting.
I
I
get
get
it.
easily distracted. So like,
Yeah.
if
But you guys know that if I'm Chia Imperator, I don't disagree with you. Just know that if that's the case, because I read things on a higher time frame, I don't have a lot of things to say. I really don't. I'm just, I might say something like once every half an hour or 15 minutes. Like, if you guys are okay with that, we can do that. Is that preferable?
I mean, if you have something important to say, then obviously, I would want to hear it.
I shut people up. If not, I type it in.
I think keep it the way you're doing. I think we can all mute or leave if somebody's looking for a trade and they're interrupted. Because
Yeah.
somebody else might get benefit of what you want to say. And let's say if you're messing with my head where I'm looking too long and you're telling me to short, then I can just mute and don't listen. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I think it's just keep the way it is. Because then, you might do it for like 2 people, but maybe other people want to hear you. So I think it's if somebody's in a trade, like I said, they can leave or mute, so they don't hear you or somebody else talking.
Okay. I don't disagree.
That's my thinking.
All right. Dave and Cosmo is clearly not here, which is fine. I don't blame them for it. It's really late, into the day. I will propose, and I hope Harvey's still here, because if Harvey's here, then we have the majority of the people here. I will say that one of you guys brought this to my attention, which is fucking, to me, great. Now, it's great in my eyes doesn't mean it's great in everyone else's eyes. If the idea is, instead of going into groups, we continue in a big group. However, if you're entering a trade, after you enter, you immediately switch and share your screen, and everyone logs in to watch that trade.
But what if we have like multiple people in a trade? Then
No, that's fine. Then you just log
screens up and everyone's like switching.
Well,
At least when we all have the same idea, like we're probably all having the same idea, then that's good. We can all talk each other through it.
Yeah.
True.
Now, here's the thing, though. I don't want anyone to talk over each other. It's just, let's just say, I guess I can be the ref of it. All right, I'll be like, all right, Imperator entered first, meaning he shared his screen first. And it's not a race, but it just so happens that he shared his screen first.
The odds of this happening are fairly low, but it's good to think of this. But I mean, it's fairly low that this is.
I agree. I agree.
I think we would benefit from
exactly
live thought process.
Yes.
It,
so
right?
So if let's just say Imperator enters a short and he goes, this is what I see, this is why I did it, and I entered here, and I'm gonna risk mitigate here, and this is where I'm targeting. That's all we need to give a shit about.
Wouldn't be about questioning the person's
no
or any of that. It would just be there's no shame in doing something wrong or like making
correct.
a bad trade. It's not about that. It's about just going through the thought process together.
Exactly, Harvey. And
just
we're not
a level of accountability, if you were, in a sense.
Yeah, and we're not here to be like, why'd you enter there, or whatever. He's explaining it. And if you have a question, let him trade his trade, and you can ask it later in review. And that will actually it will actually bolster the review, because you guys are really lacking in the review. So you can go back and be like, wait a minute, Peter, you into that trade, I saw your screen. Can you go back and tell me why you entered that trade? And if he entered that trade, Peter, I'm sorry if I'm picking on you, but if he entered that trade and it was actually incorrect or early or late, he will know it and he will be embarrassed to say it. But he has to, right? Unfortunately, he has to. But like Harvey said, this is an additional accountability. And it's almost like
it'll mess with your trading, I guess.
It could be.
Like Peter wants to go short, or Peter enters short, but I've been stalking for the last 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. I feel like that would kind of mess with my mental,
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Because earlier, this literally just happened just now. That 72.50 level, I wanted to long there, and then you came on and said you were aiming for 69.50. I was like, oh fuck, are we gonna go lower? And so that made me hesitate to take the trade.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I feel like that could definitely affect my trading, for sure.
Okay. No, that's a good point. Again, this is just as new to me as it is for you guys, right? So I'm all ears.
Um,
It's a very good point. Yeah.
the idea of explaining the trade, your trade idea and entry is, I think, is very good, because many times we enter, we just see something, we enter, but then when you actually have to explain why, your reasons, you might see that you, like me, maybe I didn't have a real good reason to enter. If I did, everything works out, it works, it's good. But many times we enter and then we look at it and like, why did I enter here?
Yeah, like, wait a minute, that was stupid, right? Like,
Right.
that was not a smart.
Yeah. Many times, like, we have to. That's why I actually heard it. Someone talk about it. Even when you're about to enter a trade, say it out loud. Actually, talk about it. Talk it through, even to yourself. Just say, okay, I see this, I see that. Many times it's gonna stop you because it doesn't make sense if you actually have to explain it even to yourself.
So,
We kind of did that a little bit this afternoon with Dave and Peter and Chia.
Okay.
We were kind of going through those this afternoon. So,
but what Chia brought up was a very good point. So how can we negate that or avoid that? Because it's a really good point. If I'm looking for a long, you're already short. That's not that could sway me, right? So
don't say anything.
Do you mute? Do you mute, or do you just
Yeah, don't say anything.
I mean, no. I'm being really honest with you guys. That's a very good point, because if I'm looking for 6950, which
I hate to be like this, then there has to be only the best of the trader should be calling out his thoughts.
But all of us are the same.
But you're clearly a bit better.
No, we're all the same.
Clearly.
We're all the same. Fucking Harvey, dude. Jeez. He's the worst right hand man ever. We're all the same. Like, dude. Okay.
Wrong though.
No. We're everyone's opinion is valid. Like, for instance, in Predator, you said, "Oh, why'd you aim for that?" Or clear in the WikiWoo screenshot, right? Which, I'm gonna have to address that later on, the review screenshot.
Wait, pick your profits and why.
Yeah. So I actually addressed this when it was happening. I was like, oh, we're only like 2 points away. I could take off a lot of it right now, right? But I opted not to, because I said, for the sake of this, I'm not going to take it off. I don't know if you heard that, but then I was like, for the sake of it, I'm not going to take it off. Meaning, this is my play and this is what I'm going to do. Now, over the grand scheme of things, I got very lucky, because it came against me and it stopped me out, and I re-entered and it finally got there. So I got very lucky in that sense. Whereas the play still worked, but what I'm trying to get at is, a play's a play for me, so I'm just going to do it. But I anyways, back to the thing. What do we do about what Chia said? I think is really valid.
I think the thing is, it's a two-edged sword. It could work both ways. Like, sometimes we're wrong. Somebody's idea can give you more insight and make you think about it. So might keep you out of a bad trade, and another time it can keep you out of a good trade. So it's a hard issue to tackle.
Okay.
I mean, we could just
Try it.
Yeah, just try it. I mean, if you're gonna enter somewhere, or if you're in a trade, then just say, oh, I'm in this. Why I'm in this? Here are my targets. Keep it as that.
So if this is the case, then why don't we try it next week? It's going to be in this room and this room only. No one's going to screen share, or maybe I'll screen share it initially, just kind of show things, and then I'll stop, and then whoever enters a trade, after you enter, screen share. And when I say after, I don't mean 15, 20, 30 minutes afterwards, right? Even if it's 15 minutes, it's fine, I guess. But screen share, because it is hectic when you're actually entering, like, especially for me, like, when Harvey was asking me about my Swiss trade, I'm like, dude, I don't care about that anymore. I already, like, risk mitigated. I'm concentrating on this ES trade, right? So I guess when it's convenient, you just get in and screen share, and then chances are, if you enter 15 minutes ago, no one's going to enter now because it's already too late. So you can screen share, we can pay attention, we can look at the screen, the charts and your screen share at the same time. So I don't know, so one of you guys brought it up, I'm not going to name who, but I thought it was a fucking amazing idea. I thought it was like, oh yeah, shit, that could really help some people. So I don't know, should we mull over it a little bit?
Yeah, we could just try it, I guess. I mean,
well, there's 5 of us in here, so it only takes 5 of us to vote.
I think we can try it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everybody can give their opinion.
Okay. Imperator, what do you think?
My idea is that one day or every 2 days, one of us is going to screen share and then share his view on the market instead of, like,
That's a fucking good point too.
in a trade, but just dedicating half an hour or 1 hour of showing his view on the market and narrating what the price is doing, where he would look for an entry, and then take an entry if he is taking the entry in Sim or if he is taking the combine. It wouldn't matter, just to have one narrating the market and showing the others what he thinks, and then after this session the others could give him feedback on what they would have made different or seen differently.
Wait a
I
minute.
wouldn't overdo it like every day, so maybe every 2 days or every 3 days, and then rotate us.
Okay, Imperator. There's 8 of us, right? Including myself, there's 8 of us, right? So if I do it every morning, pre-market prep, and then everyone does it, well, technically there's only 5 days. All right, fine. Well, we could do that. I mean, that's interesting. What do you guys think?
kind of like it.
Good idea.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
Harvey?
I mean, the way I see, like, that way, it's going to force me to actually look at all the different assets and really pay attention to, like, what's going on.
Okay. But there's 7 of us. That means it's going to be like Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, next week, Monday, Wednesday.
Or we can
Monday,
just,
Tuesday, sorry.
like, use, like, an RNG and someone just goes.
That's cool, too. I've
But
an
you can't
RNG.
do it, like, like 2 days in a row. If you did it yesterday, then someone else has to do it, like, the day after.
Or 1 in 3 days. Okay.
Yeah.
Probably not everybody can do it. Like there's people absent some days, so I'm sure we'll miss some people sometime.
Yeah.
All right. I kind of like that. I actually really like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Imperator, you're up for tomorrow.
It was your
No,
idea.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
You got the
You're
prize.
actually up. Well, no, I mean, I just pulled up this random number generator, and you're number 5. I actually really like that idea. We'll mull over a little bit, and let me talk to, make sure everyone else is in here, because I there are some of you guys, again, not going to name names because I do want to respect you guys, that are a bit shy in sharing screens and talking things over, and I don't want to push them away, right? So yeah. anyways, I like that idea, Imperator. So it's a little bit forceful, but I like that idea. We'll talk about more tomorrow if I'm in here. If I'm not in here, I'll also
don't need
post
to
the
force
links.
people. You just, I mean, it's a great opportunity for oneself and for the others.
Some people don't see it that way, Imperator. Unfortunately, right? They see it in a way where they're being forced to do something they don't want. I personally got into it with someone in here in regards to that. I was trying to make them open up, and they were very reluctant to. So, and I don't blame them in a sense where they feel shy or whatever, and that's their thing. But I can't force you to open up. Which is another reason why I did the one-on-one thing, because I felt like that person needed to open up differently. So,
and we can try it and see how it goes. It's not like it's something set in stone.
But I actually love that idea. I love the person that brought me the idea. I love Imperator's idea. I think that it's going to show a lot more accountability, and it shows a lot more maturity in your trades. And being forced to explain your trades, trust me, guys, is the hardest thing ever. Because sometimes I take impulsive trades, and someone asks me, like, "Fuck, that was a stupid trade. I know it was stupid. I'm sorry," and I'll apologize to it. So.
We all do that.
Yeah. But anyways, all right, guys. Let's leave it here for now. Think about it, and then I'll ask you guys again tomorrow, and then we'll vote on it. Cool? All right, guys. Have a good night, all right?
All right. Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.
All right.
No,
Bye.
pass the
Night.
clock on.
Bye, Chia. Thanks for saying it. Bye.
Yep, no problem.